up, everybody? Another exciting day to be alive in the crypto world. Market cap up $570 billion. Wait, we actually had a really big crash last night. We lost like $30 billion in under a couple minutes. Literally, I was watching the market cap drop. It dropped pretty crazy. I'm guessing it's because of that South Korea news that came out saying that they're gonna crack down on cryptocurrency regulations, especially on these exchanges. It's crazy. As much as these countries say they're going to crack down on cryptos, they really can't. They really can't, because at the end of the day, the Pandora's box that is cryptocurrencies was open, and it's not going to be closed back. That that's like trying to use your hands to put the water flowing out of a tub back into the tub. It's pointless. It's really pointless. You can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? You can only get the little bit in your hand and then put it back in there and feel like, at least feel like you're doing something or benefiting in some way, making some progress. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, and then on top of that, Russia actually came behind them or in front of them. I forgot which one came first, and said that they're gonna put on stricter ICO regulations. Essentially, they made a statement saying that the average everyday investor, like you and I, people who aren't considered qualified investors, can only contribute around up to $800, $900 towards ICOs, and ICOs were only allowed to raise like $17 million. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I mean, it's not as bad as people may think it is. You just can't go in there being a freaking whale anymore. You know, I feel like it's gonna have an adverse effect on the prices. So well, maybe just for Russia in particular, because they're the only ones who made a regulatory, limit like that. I haven't seen anybody else do it like a limit. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments below. Like, introduce me to something new. We're all here to learn. Um, but yeah, they're the only ones I've seen that put like regulatory limits on like how much you can make, or I mean raise an ICO. That's crazy, or even contribute, unless you're a qualified investor. Uh, Man, like them in that term, qualified investor. That basically means you gotta have millions of dollars already in order to invest in these. Let's see what they say. Civic is up today. Awesome. Well, it's down, but it's up. Like, it's more up than it was the other day. Like, Civic was dropping. It actually touched like 80 cents, I think, on one of his previous dips. It was in the 80s, and I wasn't really feeling that because I love the fact that Civic finally is showing, just showing its ass. Like, Civic is one of those coins that have so much potential as far as use case. They already have an app out that you guys can use if you guys weren't aware. Civic identity. Like, come on, guys. Like, you guys have to look for the things that are going to have the real use cases and are going to solve issues in the real world. Like, you have to look for the coins that make the stuff that we're used to look like a fossil or a pile of bones and dust. You have to. It has to make it look archaic. It has to make it, make it be like, whoa. It's like what we have, like a dirty old ball, and it's like a shiny ball. Like, why would we play with the dirty ball when we can play with the shiny ball? You know what I mean? Like, put it like that. Yeah, Civic is kicking butt. I can't say I'm not surprised though. Can't say I'm not surprised. Man, guys, I've been participating in some lend programs, and man, you know what I'm saying? These things are a whole different beast. Like, I don't know. The last successful lend program I've seen personally, just from observation, is Devore. Devore was the last successful one. Some of these other lend programs, they're kind of giving the runaround. And speaking of lend programs, everybody, Salt actually finally started its lend program yesterday. Or was it the day before? No, I think it was yesterday, and it ran it up. Salt's doing awesome. I think it was like $16 at its all-time high in the last 2 days. Let me see. Salt. Salt, salt. There you go. Yeah, $16. It's up right now. Yeah, that LEM platform launch. Salt, for those of you who don't know, it's more focused on realistic gains as far as this lending platform. Gains where it's not a lot, but you have this guaranteed cash flow for the next amount of time or years or however long the salt program lasts. Because I'll be honest, guys, we don't know for a fact that this thing salt is going to continue on forever. We can't guarantee that, but hey, who knows? Maybe it'll rise as BTC rises, and then maybe they'll get to a point where it's so stable in the cryptocurrencies they can day trade, like maybe have bots with alts, do it like the stock market, and maybe able to guarantee people their gains or their interests. But I don't think they guarantee a lot of interest already. I think they do it like 20% a year or 30% a year. I can't remember. I'd have to look back into it. For those of you who may know a little more, comment, teach. Let's see. Golem. Where'd you go, man? You trying to run away? Yeah, Golem. Golem is down today, but Golem definitely has a lot of potential. Like, that's another sleeping giant. I mean, look at this name, Golem. It's gonna smash through the competition when Golem gets its Golem brass really operate up and running. Like when it's really go time for them, man, I'm telling you, it's a wrap. Like merging supercomputer like power around the world. Like, come on, Airbnb of supercomputer of like space and just like power. Come on, guys. Remember how it works. Airbnb, selling hotel or whatever spaces without actually having hotels. Uber, taxi rides without actually owning any taxi. Like, come on. Like, it's all about owning something, being able to offer a service and not owning anything. That's literally what it's about. Like, man, people don't see. Like, don't sleep on Golem. Do not sleep on Golem, man. That's all I have to say. Electronium 8. I have a friend. He's in Electronium. She has a big holdings. Man, I'd have hot hands if I was him. He told me he had a big. He was saying on his video that he had a big amount. I'd have hot hands, but I feel him because I'm the same way when it comes to my vibe. Power Ledger. I need to cop some Power Ledger. I've been meaning to, and look, it's already running back up. Last time I saw Power Ledger was like 76, 77. Red coin down after the McAfee pump. Oh shoot. Ethos. Man, I feel like I missed the train on Ethos. I feel like I missed the big Ethos train. And I'm not saying I can't get into Ethos still and, make some good profit, but it's like, dang. That 253 is so intimidating. I just really want to focus on the positions I already have and build on them more right now. That's where my real focus is. Like, diversification is cool, but I feel like I'm a little stretched. I'm stretched out. So I'm skimping certain places. Like, you don't want to train your body and then you have your legs weak, but you have huge arms. You have your core on tight on pat, but you have like skinny arms, skinny legs. You know what I'm saying? You train the whole body and you strengthen every area that you think you may be weak in, especially if it's when it comes to cryptos, if it's a project you believe in. Wax got released as well. Like, maybe it's been released and it just popped up. Like, maybe it just broke its way into the top 100 coins. I don't know how long CoinMarketCap had it on here, but yeah, Wax is doing pretty freaking good. Wasn't it like $1 per Wax token? Correct me if I'm wrong, or $1.50. So this is like half of ICO price, I think. Oh no, well it's it's a little bit more than half of ICO price. A little bit more than half. Yeah, it literally just came out a couple days ago. I figured as much. And then boom, spike, and then sell off. Dang, they dumped it. They dumped. No remorse. Oh man, no remorse. Yo, oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No remorse. It's like you can tell what people were thinking. It's like this. It's a wave pattern of thoughts. You can just read it. You know, if you've been in here like just cryptocurrencies for a little while, you can just read people's thoughts through the charts. Oh man, but yeah, I'm probably about to cut it soon. Not much to talk about today besides the little China news and the Russian news. Oh yeah, Vibe is doing its crypto daily interview tomorrow on his channels, so that's cool. Nicholas Live was the one who interviewed Alessio and Matthew, so really looking forward to that. A lot of new people join Crypto Daily's channel. I personally enjoy watching Cam as well, so look forward to that. I can't remember exactly what time it was supposed to be at, but it'll work itself out. All right, peace. I'm out.